VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they found. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. Melinda's.
Wow.
Melinda's. It's Tuesday night, VCR party. Welcome to the show. I'm Joe, that's Nick, that's Steve, that's George. I'm in the office, 11,000, well, not quite 11,000 VHS tapes, 10,778 VHS tapes. Look at these two new ones just showed up. The Alexander technique. I don't want to, it's a celebrity bullshit that I'm going to play probably next week.
Okay.
And you'll never guess the celebrity, but it's all about posture, getting good posture. A lesson in changing your posture.
Sounds good. I got this one, searching for Pog the video. Remember Pogs?
Mm-hmm.
They're back. They're back, and I'm predicting this might have some Beekman's World style touches, just based on sort of the tiki cover and.
Oh, 100%, absolutely. Yeah. Look at this one, the Master of Fighting with Mikhail. With this guy, it looks to be like a Russian video, and look, he's the Master of Fighting. Maybe because he has a gun in his hand. I don't know.
Those are fighting gloves if I've ever seen them.
Yeah, but so that's definitely, we're gonna watch that one for sure. So
I'm excited to watch this one. This is I don't know if you can see the label. It says the Townsend Hotel Holiday Party, 110.99.
Ooh, so, holiday parties.
A holiday party. There could be some drunken antics on here. Who knows what happened at the Townsend Hotel Holiday Party in 1999? But we'll find out very soon.
I'm gonna guess it's boring, but we should still watch it.
That's my guess.
Yep.
Hey, by the way, we have an intern. We talked about having 11,000 tapes. We have an intern this summer who is helping us catalog everything. So we're actually going to have a database of all our videos instead of it just being in our heads, which we're excited about.
I know. Yeah. He already started, and we're going to get this whole thing category. We're going to know everything that's on the shelf. We're going to find some whole new stuff up there.
Exactly. So, next time there's a holiday, instead of me just thinking, do I have anything about Arbor Day for a timely tie-in? Now I just type in tree in our database, and up come 2-3 videos about trees.
Starring Tom Bosley.
Yeah, let's say that. So look for it's going to be a hell of a year, guys.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Found Footage Festival Classic time.
Yeah, let's do it.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
Well, everybody, and I mean everybody, is talking about the Friends reunion on HBO Max that I didn't watch. Did anybody watch that?
Completely missed it. And what do they just sit around and talk, or did they script something out like a story?
I wouldn't know. I didn't look into it beyond just knowing that it was happening and everybody was tweeting about it. But I think it was like
Steve. You seem like you might have watched it. Really? No,
nothing.
You think you know somebody?
Articles, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I don't know if we just weren't in the target audience for Friends, or if it just wasn't our thing, or what. But any Friends watchers at all?
Well, no. I think somebody told us life was going to be that way, so we didn't have to watch the show.
Right.
I only know the theme song. I'm sorry.
I've never really seen Friends, but I know that the one plot that sort of sounded funny was when they had an alcoholic friend who was the life of the party, and then he stopped drinking, which was great for him, but then it was no fun anymore. That one I thought, okay, that's kind of a Seinfeld-y premise. Sure. But I never saw the episode. But we do have, we don't have any Friends on VHS, but we do have a Windows 95 instructional video about how to use all the new features. This was in volume 4 of our show in like 2007 or something. And I went back to the original tape, and some humor just doesn't age that well. And this was, I think, somebody trying to write Friends style dialogue for a Microsoft video.
Welcome to the Microsoft Windows 95 video guide. starring two of television's hottest comedy personalities, Jennifer Aniston and Matthew Perry.
Those windows seem to be stationary.
5th floor, ladies.
Yeah, that's the weird part. I was expecting flying windows, but they.
You know what? Maybe we could do someone with feathered windows because those look to be feathered.
Well, stay tuned later in the show. We might have something on feathered windows.
Feathered windows.
And Matthew Perry.
Microsoft's 5th floor.
Everything's at a Dutch angle here. There isn't one thing where they used the little bubble to show you if you're level here.
They used a Beekman cam. Beekman cam.
Ladies' modems, children's shareware, and our bridal peripheral salon.
Wow. Taskbars and email and shortcuts, oh my.
Taskbars and email and shortcuts, oh my. Taskbars and email.
Just that's like from Wizard of Oz, lions, tigers, and bears.
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. All right. Good.
Taskbars and email and shortcuts, oh my.
Well, yeah.
The Wicked Witch of Windows 95.
Okay. Myra, I'll get back to you, darling. All right, bye-bye. I heard that, and you are?
This is Jennifer Aniston. I'm Matthew Perry. We're here to see Mr. Bill Gates about a possible starring role in the video guide to Microsoft Windows 95. So this is Bill Gates' computer. I mean, that is like using Wayne Gretzky's hockey stick, you know?
Huh. Oddly enough, none of it seems to rub off. Look, I meant for her to sit at the keyboard. And where's
I guess that was funny because Matthew Perry, maybe he was a hockey fan, and I didn't get that joke. Did you guys get that one?
I didn't get that joke. He is a hockey fan. I think he's from Canada.
Okay.
But I still don't get it.
I thought it was just that they are extremely successful people, and he's just a mere friend.
I see. So none of the success of Bill Gates or Wayne Gretzky rubbed off on.
That's what Jen said. Jen said that to him. She said, and I just call her Jen, by the way.
Yeah. It's colloquial.
Yeah. Jen said, she goes, well, it doesn't seem to rub off on you. And then he was like, what? Yeah. So
that's the funny part. Okay.
That's the thing that Jen said to
Matthew
David?
To Matt?
Oh, to Matt. Yeah.
And where's the button that instantly kills anybody that calls me honey?
You know, I remember losing entire essays in college because I couldn't remember their file names. You know, I just zoned out.
I've lost entire relationships that same way.
Really?
Oh, you don't want to go there.
Taskbar? Is that anything like a Snickers
He should have said, check please at the end of that.
I know. I watched this whole video. It's an hour, by the way. I watched the whole thing scrubbing to look for a check please, but there wasn't quite.
Is that a single check please in this whole thing?
No.
There's got to be. Check please.
Yeah, I know, but there wasn't. But there is a could you be any more blank? So there is one of those. Stay tuned for that.
Okay.
Taskbar? Is that anything like a Snickers bar? Does that have nougat?
What is nougat? Does anybody know that? So the recycle bin is like an enabler for the indecisive?
And undo is the way we were of computing?
When she brushes his bangs at the end.
Oh.
Okay, excuse me. Man in the room. No Streisand. We talked about that.
Oh, okay.
They always do a bluesy riff to let you know where the jokes are.
A check please would have worked out there too.
You're right. Yeah. And then there's some wacky characters who show up. There's a Windows washer who's Russian, and then this is the internet guy because the internet is kind of new at this point. So he's teaching them about.
Oh, he looks like a geek.
Yep, total geek.
Communicating online is the hot thing right now, and the Microsoft network is your on-ramp to the information superhighway.
So it's kind of like issue-specific party lines?
Is she naive or what?
No, couldn't have said it better myself.
Would you like a side of bacon with the egg on your face? Oh, gosh! Who's that?
I don't know, but could he be any larger?
And that's the Windows
check
95.
Please.
Yeah, you're right. That whole video could have just been check please. They could have called it check please, the Windows 95 video guy.
They should have. Steve, what do you got behind you?
That's the reunion I wanted to see, but maybe we'll have to wait till next year.
They probably each got $10 million for that too. Right?
It had to. I mean, Microsoft has deep pockets. They
were at the peak of their popularity, and yes, exactly. So, Steve, I was asking you earlier, what do you have behind you?
Well, this week the Sellout Steve background, who was going to do it, fell out. Wasn't able to get it in time. So we did a mashup. What I think all the Melindas were looking for, a mashup between Warwick Mall and the Dead Past. That's Bob from Hull's band. And so
nice.
It's a little mashup behind me. So check out either Warwick Mall or the dead pass.
Is he going to be performing at the Warwick Mall? Do you know? Like in the
I'm trying
near
to
future?
arrange that.
Okay.
That's exactly that's my ticket out of this hellhole.
In the Frenching court.
Take over his managers just for the northeast of New England, and yeah, I'm gonna have
Bob, just get a round ticket from Hull to Providence, Rhode Island, and then
sure you can fly right into Warwick.
Oh, okay, great.
Providence Airport is in Warwick. A little secret.
Steve, this summer, can we go on a road trip back to the Warwick Mall or wherever you had the French Kiss, and we can just kind of walk, the Lincoln Mall, and we can just kind of walk through, and you can kind of do like it'll be like a 60 minutes kind of like walk through, where we're like walking through, and it's like, oh, over here's where we held hands, and over here's where we did.
All I can do is picture you as like people. Excuse me, you got to get out of the shot. This is where he had the first make out. Trying to get it exactly, and you guys weren't there though.
It'd be like a walk and talk with some narration, like Steve was cool as a cucumber until we approached the site of the Frenching.
Here he is. And yes, those are his pajamas.
Picture it now.
Those are his pajamas he's wearing.
Well, see, now that we're vaccinated, we can go do these fun remotes, like go to the Lincoln Mall in Rhode Island to see the site of when.
And
Steve
you know what
Frenches
else?
Somebody.
You know what else we'll do while we're there? Maybe we can talk to somebody at the mall, or maybe we can get on a phone call and ask them about getting the statue of Steve put up there at the Lincoln Mall. I don't know. I'm spitballing here, but I'd be happy to make that phone call.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
I'd be honored.
Okay.
All right.
I worked at the Papagino's there at Lincoln Mall, and once found all the Dream Machine tickets that they had thrown away, and so I was able to get all of those tickets and trade it in for prizes.
What's a Dream Machine?
It's like their arcade.
Oh.
It was right across from the movie theater. Yeah.
So you got all of them, and then you cashed in. You got like a bunch of erasers with it. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does your wife, who's an interior decorator, let you display those prizes you got at the mall, or are those?
They're in a safety deposit box.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, let's get to some flying windows. We teased them earlier. We saw some stationary Matt and Jen windows. Let's get to some flying windows. From across the pond, we've got some. Darren sent these in from Wales, and this is a tourism video called "A Whale with a Veil with a View." A Veil with a View, VALE, and this. Unfortunately, I believe this was ripped from an online rip of a VHS. My pet peeve is when they put 4x3 VHS and then they blow it up to fit a 16:9 window.
Yeah. Because
you're losing the top and bottom. I don't know if like teens don't want to watch something in a 4x3 window, but you're missing a lot of the picture here. So there's so much more flying windows we're going to miss out on it.
But you're going to be seething during this, aren't you?
I'm going to be steaming, but you should enjoy This Week in Flying Windows.
Oh, raw dogs.
Yeah, these are raw dogs, no borders. And they're just overwhelming amount of them.
Windows without borders.
It's the organization that sends borderless windows to unwindowed static shots.
Wait, look at it. I've already cracked the code. It's just like it's the same pattern every time. They're not even changing it up.
Yeah.
It's a dump, bump.
Some overlapping happening here. That one goes behind this one, so that's the more prominent one. Oh, there's a surprise at the end of this one.
Was it the trombone?
No. Oh, you're like the guy who memorized the pattern on Press Your Luck, you know? When to say stop, no whammies.
Yep, I know exactly where it's coming. Oh, he winked.
A winking clown.
Yep.
On this Veil with a View tourism video. So
that was good.
Yep. So those weren't. I thought those were the feathered windows. I actually have feathered windows that I'm going to play next week. So look forward to those. It's just a tease so that you have to stay tuned next week. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, everybody's putting it on their calendar. They're typing in feathered windows into their calendar right now. Mm-hmm. Hey, let's get into some celebrity bullshit. Celebrity bullshit. Celebrity bullshit. Okay, so this week I'm going to do something a little bit different. I hope you're real excited when you hear this. Yeah. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing celebrity commercials. And who was it? Somebody. Oh, I should have written this down. That's bad of me. I want to say Jamie sent this in, but Jamie didn't send this in. Anyway, some nice person sent in some celebrity bullshit of just the commercials, and they're a lot of fun. This first one is Brad Pitt, early Brad Pitt. It's an American commercial. It's for a
Amy, by the way, is the one who sent this in.
Amy, thank you, Amy.
Yes.
So what do you think Brad Pitt's early commercial was? Like, this is probably like on prime time too. Like, this is, and he's hunking it up, and it's not that sexy of a product. What product, George and Steve, because Nick, I think you know what it is.
I do know the answer, yeah.
What product do you think he's pitching here?
A Snickers bar.
Steve?
Go with Oreos.
Okay.
Like the confidence.
Here we go.
Oh, no Pringles.
It's Pringles. It's very Beekman.
This would have been pre-Cool World era, Brad Pitt, probably,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Yeah. Wasn't this first like Thelma and Louise?
Yeah.
Like, this is probably like, yeah. He's probably on the phone with Thelma and Louise here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this seems foreign.
I know it does, and he never has a shirt on once. So, but then look what happens here. So they eat all the Pringles. The guys, Brad Pitt and his friends, eat all the Pringles.
They look like they got Pringles body. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what they do is they look at each other like, "All right, ladies, here are the Pringles," and then they're excited to eat them.
Oh, the Pringles are the girls are pissed that they don't have any Pringles.
Exactly. But then
okay.
the boys, it's too late. The boys drove off with a belly full of Pringles.
This is a show where we analyze jokes that aren't funny. This is just pretty much going to be the full hour tonight.
It's my favorite thing in the world. All right. So there you go, ladies. Have some Pringles. Just kidding. We're out of here.
Psych.
Don't they want to hang out with the ladies? Like the pretty ladies? Don't they want to?
That would be my thought, but
Or they got the Pringles. They got what they wanted out of their relationship with the ladies, and then they took off. They hopped in the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe, you have one of my favorite observations about Pringles. There's a flavor called Screaming Dill Pickle, and I think at one point we found those at a thrift store, and you go, "Isn't that an old blues singer?"
Yeah, that's a good one.
I always think about that now every time I see Screaming Dill Pickle. Pringles.
It's probably a top 3 joke of mine of all time.
Yeah.
At my funeral, can you please get up and tell everybody about that?
I'll recite that one. Yeah.
Okay.
And it also describes like the pain that the pickle went through in the process to become a Pringle flavor. It hurts.
All right, where were we? So the guys just ditched the ladies, gave them the empty Pringle. Okay, here we go.
Oh, they had more back in their car. Okay.
Yep. Oh, okay. So the next one is Tom Hiddleston, he's Loki in
Thor.
Thor, yeah.
In the Marvel universe, yeah.
He's big right now. So, but one of his earlier commercials was a Chinese commercial for a product. And so, first of all, we're going to guess the product. Second of all, we're going to watch it, and you're going to tell me what video it reminds you of from our collection, Nick. Okay? All right.
I haven't watched the video, so.
Oh, you haven't? Okay, so go ahead and guess.
Be fresh.
Guess the product that Loki is pitching here.
It's
for China.
I'll say like I don't know, some kind of weird flavored soda, like
coconut flavored or something.
I'll say lotus root soda.
Okay. Steve, George?
I'm going with Cadbury.
Okay.
I was going to say fried water chestnuts.
All right, here we go.
Hey. Morning. I finished early, so I thought I'd pop back and make you breakfast.
Nick, you know what it reminds you of so far, right? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Pepper on top, right? Oh, 还有你的香肠. You look great. Probably be a bit busy for the next few weeks. But I'll make it up to you soon, I promise.
Now let me cool off with a refreshing lotus root soda.
Lotus root. Start your day. Yep. Okay. There you go. So yes, it did remind me of the Instant Adoring Boyfriend. and I just pulled a little clip just because it's almost, I feel like they ripped this off.
Me too.
Yeah. Because even the way he talks to the viewer, this is a video we have where this guy's your boyfriend and he just talks to you for like 45 minutes. And yeah, but here it is. It's exactly the same thing.
Oh, hi, honey. I didn't hear you come in. Wow. Have you done something to your hair? Have you lost weight?
I've been eating Centrum
don't tell me.
vitamins.
Is that a new dress? New shoes? Well, whatever it is, you look amazing. Here you go. I'll put it down here. Enjoy.
And then the Centrum logo comes up at the end. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this, but on Twitter just this week, somebody got in touch and said, "Hey, I know I'm friends with the guy in that video." And I said, is that his real accent? Can you put us in touch? And she said she would check with them. Okay. So we might have an update on that guy.
Hot diggity.
And you know what? I'm not going to make people wait for those feathered windows. I'm going to give them to you right now.
What?
I pulled them up. Yep. I'm too generous. But Reese from Australia said this Jenny Craig promotional video. And there's some severe feathering on these windows. Check it out.
This week in feathered windows. Oh, yeah. Holy shit. Those are severely feathered. Look at that feathering.
Like 50% feathered.
Oh.
And rounded too.
Those are incredibly feathered.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So wouldn't make you wait a week, but
that was nice,
if you find any other feathered windows, let us know, because that's a fun new genre.
All right. So what are we doing next? Are we calling this? What are we calling this? Are we calling this raviolis? Are we calling it?
We're now
jingles?
calling. Yeah, I think we're just calling the state jingles. And you were moaning about not having an intro for it.
Yeah.
So
you got one?
I rolled up my sleeves and asked George to make one.
Yeah, and this isn't what I came up with for now. This is just for this week. While I was trying to come up with something, I knew that somebody was going to write in and say, there aren't 50 states, there are 46 states and 4 commonwealths. So that's why this happened.
That's the internet for you, yeah.
State, Commonwealth, state, Commonwealth, state, jingles.
Okay, no notes.
Man.
That was perfect.
That was a great one. I think you should have put the lyrics below so that we could read along with the lyrics as it went along. But other than that, it was perfect.
Well, after a few weeks, people will know. They'll know all the words.
Mm-hmm.
No notes. Hey, so some quick updates about our last one. I think 2 weeks ago, Steve picked out some Rhode Island jingles. We all voted on them through an online poll. And of course, we've all been following along on our printed or PDF versions of the State Jingles map.
It's probably hanging up on the refrigerator with a magnet right now, right?
That's where mine is. I took it off just to show everybody how you can do this at home. So we've got State Jingles, and I just wrote in the winner, Warwick Mall of the Rhode Island state. And so you can print this off. It's available at our Patreon. And you can also follow along. But also I wanted to point out that the whole point of this is to get Wikipedia pages updated with, state jingle. They always have like state motto, all this stuff. And I looked at the Wikipedia just before we went to air and realized that no one had done that. So I made a Wikipedia account and I'm going to share right now.
Yes, you did it.
This is the live Wikipedia. So under popular culture, check this out. This is live. I had to figure out how to do citations and everything. The Comedy Central Cable Television, another period set, Newport. Then we have the official state commercial jingle of Rhode Island is Warwick Mall. I put a link to it as determined by a popular vote on the YouTube program VCR Party.
Yes, it's there. It's official. Nice work.
I will say that I didn't know how it worked. I just put that in there without any citations, and it got taken down twice. And then some guy private messaged me and said, "You can't add an entry without citations. Please don't do that again." So I had to read a Wikipedia article about how to do Wikipedia, and but I'm going to ask that other people may do that after we reveal today's state.
You got it down now. You're the guy. You're the guy now.
Yeah, great.
So it's up there now for good, though, right? It's staying up there.
Yeah, well, Wikipedia is a living document, so people could not like that and just say it's superfluous. So,
well, it's a true statement, though. It's not
a true statement.
Yeah.
And now there's citations. So it's been up since for a few hours now. So until somebody deletes it, it's still up. And I'm just going to ask people to keep an eye on the Rhode Island Wikipedia page.
If it gets deleted, you can have a link to this talking about how it was posted, but then got deleted. And then
that's true. And I'll have citations for it this time, too.
Yes. Okay.
So, George, your home state is Pennsylvania. We thought you could pick out 4 potential jingles to be named the official state jingle of your home state.
Well, I've shown several Pennsylvania jingles on VCR Party, but for this competition, I'm ignoring my own preferences for great jingles like Pat's Chili Dogs, Doors Unlimited, Frank's Soda, because those are just from the Philadelphia area where I'm from. And Pennsylvania is a big, weird state. Although if you're interested in those, please watch VCR Party Live episode 136, Focus on Philadelphia. Anyhow, for this contest, I mainly use jingles suggested by Melinda's. First, there's the 1983 commercial for Tasty Cake suggested by David Wright. These were baked products that were in every Philadelphia store and school. And this jingle is a earworm and a toe tapper all in one.
Nobody bakes a cake as tasty as a tasty cake. Nobody bakes a cake as tasty as a tasty cake.
That part grosses me out.
I was just going to say.
Nobody bakes a cake as tasty as a tasty cake. Tasty cake. Nobody bakes a cake as tasty as a tasty cake.
I'd like to point out the first baked item I ever Frenched was a tasty cake.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You pulled it apart and then Frenched it.
I believe I've pointed this out before, but this has the trope of the rich guy who's able to lower himself down to enjoy a snack.
Oh, I love those kinds of rich.
Oh,
he does have a kid inside. There is a kid inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In that harsh exterior. Yeah.
I can't imagine that one losing to anything. Like, that's the best one. That's Toe Tapper. That's such a catchy one, and it's so Pennsylvania too, because they all come out of, right? Tasty Cakes are from Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, from the Philadelphia area. Although the company was started by a guy from Boston and a guy from Pittsburgh, but they met in Philadelphia, and it's sort of the synergy.
Okay.
Anyhow.
All right.
So initial thoughts, Steve.
I loved it.
Okay.
That's Steve's initial. Very catchy, concise. It's a good choice so far.
And I love sweet treats, so that also.
Have you ever had a Tasty Cake, Steve?
I have, yes. I enjoy them.
You have. Okay. No further questions.
So next we have a 1994 commercial called Joe Said It Would, submitted by Adam S. to promote legendary meteorologist Joe DiNardo of WTAE, Pittsburgh's ABC affiliate.
How did I know that it was going to rain? Right in the middle of my favorite game. Joe said it would. I got to know before they go to school. Will it be wet or dry, rainy, snowy, warm or cool? Joe said it would. Joe said it would. Joe said it would.
That could also be the theme song to Filth Corner.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Think about it.
Joe said it would be
gross.
Be natural.
Yeah.
That's another good one. I like it a lot. I still got like Tasty Cake best. The Joe one had my name in it, which was cool, but the Tasty Cake song is just way better.
It's interesting when you're trying to determine a jingle for the whole state, because like that was Pittsburgh specific. Right. Tasty Cake was regional, I assume. So that was all over the state.
Well, but it was more like the eastern half.
Okay. And Pennsylvania is very divided. Like central Pennsylvania is very different than eastern PA. And yeah, it's a tough state to nail down.
But here's the thing. We got to go with the best song, not the best representative thing. It has to be the best song. It's this official state jingle. That's what this is. So let's keep that in mind.
That's fair. Now, next we have an early 80s commercial for a Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania location of the central Pennsylvania chain, Carpet Mart, starring owner Lou Nicozizis. Josh S. sent in a supercut of Carpet Mart commercials, and it was a very tough choice to pin down the one to enter because they're all songs. But I was wowed by the showmanship of this one.
Feel the excitement, we're coming to town, we won't let you down, check out what we've got, you'll like it a lot. See our selection, the walls to the floors at Carpet Mart stores, come in and you'll see it means so much to me. We have the best prices. Our carpet, wallpaper, and rugs are factory direct to you. Come in and see our new Carpet Mart store. You can't ask for more, just look for me on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg.
That one was so bad, but I kind of want that one to win. I kind of want that to be on the Wikipedia page. Carpet Mart was voted. I just like visualizing that on the Wikipedia page. So that might be my vote now, actually.
Well, I couldn't tell whether that's
a still of the. Can you bring up a still just of the end there? I just kind of want to, because the guy reminds me of somebody. He reminds right there. He reminds me of Tackleberry from Police Academy.
Okay, sure.
David Graff, I think is his name.
Different guy.
Okay.
He's Tackleberry-like, sure.
Yeah, all right. So I like this one a lot too. The tuxedo, the fact that he's surrounded by carpets, and every jingle's different for these commercials, or
yeah, but they're all based on like existing songs. I think this one might be original. That's the reason I picked this one of all of them. But I'm not 100% sure because this isn't a genre I'm particularly familiar with. It's not quite That's Entertainment, but it's not that far off.
I also like that he sung it himself. You know what I mean? He's like, let's not get a professional singer in like the other two did, or they got like guests in. It didn't sound terrible like that. His voice was bad. Like he did not have a good voice. And I like that he had that bravery to go out there and do that. So
good point.
All right. Well, we're closing strong. And again, with a Philadelphia-centric commercial. This is the 1985 tourism spot, Get to Know Us, sung by Patti LaBelle, written by Jingle God Ed Kalehoff, who wrote the theme songs to The Price is Right, Double Dare, and the PBS NewsHour. And this was supposed to serve as a, it was supposed to bring in tourists, but it also, I think, was supposed to buoy the spirits of the city, which have been flagging since the mid-18th century.
Oh, I remember this one.
You can't help dancing to a heartbeat and singing to our song.
This Christmas.
Come on along.
Is there a businessman who can't help but get into the song?
Not in this commercial.
Was a kid? He's really a kid at heart.
Will the cop get into it eventually?
Flustered cops.
Oh, businessman.
Oh, there's a businessman.
Yeah.
He's got a kid inside him.
Ooh, yeah, tough to beat. I mean,
it's good. It's professional, but no, it's too Philadelphia. That's about Philadelphia. That's not about Pennsylvania, and it's too professional. It's just like no, sorry.
Well, you got to go with the best song. I mean, you said it yourself.
That's not the best song. Carpet Mart was clearly the best song.
Oh, really? I don't know. I feel like you probably wherever you were in PA, I'm sure you got those commercials because they're advertising come to Philadelphia, right? Or was it just a local commercial to try to buoy spirits? Which one was it?
No, I think it was supposed to air nationally. They were really trying to get I mean, I'm sure they were targeting certain places, probably like New York. They've always tried to get people from New York to come down to Philly.
Yeah, I've heard of Philly before. I've never been, but I've heard of it. Yeah.
George,
I gotta go with
okay, go ahead.
What's your pick, George? Go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna. I think I gotta go with Tasty Cake.
It's good.
I was gonna agree with that. I was gonna agree with Tasty Cake. I think that's the one to me that's the most representative of Philadelphia or of Pennsylvania. Fattening foods and a tight, catchy jingle.
I'm sticking with Carpet Mart because I like that he sang his own song, and I just like the idea. And I'm breaking my own rule here. It's not really about the jingle. It's about seeing it on Wikipedia that says official state jingle is Carpet Mart. That's mostly what I want to see. So, Steve, what do you think?
I was between Tasty Cake and Joe Said It. I think I'm going to go with Joe Said It. Joe Said It would. I just felt like it got a lot of people together. It kind of got me, excited about the Pennsylvania as a whole. I know it's more probably Pittsburgh based, but still, I enjoyed it.
Okay. All right.
Interesting. So we're a bit divided, but it's really up to you. Go to patreon.com/found footage festival.
You don't have to be a patron. Don't have to be a patron.
It's just where we keep the poll and all the information about it. You can make comments on it.
But then we kind of hope that once they go there, that they'll be like, oh, maybe I should be a patron. That's kind of the ploy here, right? That's the ploy.
Idea.
Yeah, exactly.
But also there are links to the commercials if you want to rewatch them without our bullshit around them. You can just make a educated decision in a vacuum by going to that patreon.com/found footage festival. Vote. We'll reveal the results next week and fill in a big old state on this map. I'm not letting this die. All right.
I think when you made that thing, I think you should have made it really small, so people had to write everything really small. Like it's way too big.
Pocket-sized jingles?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for wallet-sized. Yeah.
Yes, like a baseball schedule or something. Yeah. Folds up like this. All right.
So people can put in their wallets. Yeah.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk to our printers. Maybe we'll get that for the next state.
Yeah. Okay, good.
That's state jingles. You want to play us going out?
Yes, hold on. God damn it. State, Commonwealth, state, Commonwealth, jingles.
So you gotta have a graphic and a song, like for a segment. You can't just say it's raviolis. Nick, did you learn your lesson on that one?
Yep, I came back to the VCR party with my tail between my legs and had George do it for me.
Good.
So,
Okay, good.
Yeah, I learned my lesson. Yeah.
Hey, let's get into
George do it.
Yes, that's always the answer. Let's
George
get
said
it would. let's get into some nice things.
Oh, here's one. This one was sent in by Aaron. Aaron just out of the blue wrote in and said, have you seen Revlazar from the WWE 2019 video game? And I said, no. But apparently, like in video games, you can mod them, and make skins for characters. Somebody did this with Revlazar, who, if you don't know who it is, I learned my Wikipedia lesson. We got to have citations. Go to episode 100 of VCR Party. It's a children's movie that was in a very early episode or a very early volume of our touring show and our DVD. Our buddy Andrew gave us this movie, and it's a kid's movie starring a superhero who's in a blue tights and a blue suit and a blue wig. And we met the guy. He appeared with us live in studio to analyze the movie. And I don't think that even he knows that he is a playable character on somebody's mod of WWE 2019. So
wow.
This is like the intro graphic that they play. They usually hit skip, so you can just play to the game, but you don't skip this one.
From within your mind, no one else can find the life that you inspire. From another place, not from outer space, from some place even higher. I can touch, I can feel, I can hear and see so much more than a fantasy.
That's good.
Isn't that good?
That's really good.
And then whatever this animation is pretty weird. That's his entrance?
How the hell did they do that?
I think it's like stock animation, but then you add your skin to it.
Even the blue curly hair.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I don't know how they did that.
I remember when he did that in the movie.
Yeah, so there we go. That's a little bit of Revlazar in WWE 2019.
We got to send that to Jack. Because
Yes.
I'm playing in a softball league because he's the commissioner of the Central Park Performers Softball League, and I am on a team now. And so I'll see him next week. We had a day off yesterday for Memorial Day, and next week I'll be playing. So I'm going to tell Jack about. Yes, he's going to love it. Yeah,
let him know. Yeah. What else? Oh, George, you played a video called a commercial called Sofa Bed Conspiracy that we made T-shirts of. These are available for pre-order for I think 2 more weeks. So and did you pull another clip from that?
I did. I also found just so people know what a sofa bed conspiracy is. Last week I showed a video from or a photo from the Kennedy assassination. Right. So this is the Bigfoot photo.
Yeah.
Again, there's a sofa bed if you zoom out. Dollar bills. I don't know if you see it. Do you see the conspiracy?
I don't see it from here.
Okay.
Yeah, zoom in.
Okay. Sofa at the top, States of America. And then there's a B in pluribus, and then ed, so sofa bed.
And it was right in front of us that entire time.
But then if you look at the pyramid, the top of the pyramid is a sofa bed.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. I never even realized that.
But here is
on our currency. That's crazy.
Here's another sofa bed conspiracy commercial.
What am I going to do with all these sofa beds?
Sell them.
We can't do it. Sofa bed conspiracy is crazy. I think we can do it.
Sofa bed conspiracy has gone crazy. That's why they're having the Crazy Days inventory reduction sale. 1 weekend only, 16 hours to sell all these sofa beds.
Gotta get them out of here. Gotta make room for the new ones.
They're reducing inventory by slashing prices. Easy credit terms, immediate delivery.
You gotta help us.
Sofa bed conspiracy's Crazy Day sale. You'd be crazy to miss it.
Gotta get these sofa beds out of here.
Sofa bed conspiracy, the price is right.
Why do they call it sofa bed conspiracy?
Did I not just show you several
images? They conspire for low prices? Is that what they're conspiring? Like,
it's got to be a conspiracy.
And like a lot of furniture commercials, they trade on poor mental health as the reason for their low prices. I think it's always like they're insane, they're crazy.
TV Lenny.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
We have no national health care. You can see it reflected in our sofa bed prices.
Right. And here's the shirt. You can pre-order them for another 2 weeks, I think. These are all these limited shirts, and they're part of the series. What are we calling it, Joe?
We're calling it shirts that are hard to explain.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna do one every couple of months. We're gonna come out with a new shirt that's hard to explain. It's better to get these for the first run because we order it from this company in Idaho, and they're really good, and they're really soft shirts, and we just love them. After that, after we close up, then we just do the on-demand thing, and those shirts are fine, but they're not as there's not as much love in those shirts as because they're just like zipping them off and sending them. So
yeah. In fact, there's hate in each one of those on-demand ones. So
yeah, they do. Yeah. They actually spit on them too. So yeah, don't order those.
Gross.
Get the new ones. Yeah.
Pre-order instantly.
Yeah.
All right. What else is a nice thing?
Steve, you got a nice thing, don't you?
Oh, I got a few of them. So we're finally, got my second vac shot. I'm past the incubation, so I was finally able to get together with you guys this weekend. We had a lot of fun. It was
we
great.
all hung out socially. That was fun.
It was
we never do that. It's always like down to business. But now we were like, hey, let's.
I remembered why we never do that.
I was able to pick up my amazing Mexico hat.
I couldn't help but notice you're not wearing it.
Not yet. Well, you'll see why in a second.
Okay.
Amazingly, Joe, and I don't even know if you know this happened, but the crew at Joe's Filth Corner, the crew gave me a gift. So it wasn't from you, Joe, but it was from the crew.
Oh, that was nice of them.
It was this #1 plunket.
Oh, I'll have to tell them you said. I'll tell them you said thanks.
Yeah, please do. And then Aaron and Christina got me this nice pin. It's a octopus with some samurai swords or I don't know which it is.
Cool.
That's a nice thing.
Yeah, very cool. Very nice. Listen, I was thrilled. And then Matt from the UK, I know that he had trouble with customs with everything. He got this as a gift for me. I know you guys some gifts too, but I haven't been able to go buy for Christmas. So it's now almost like a Christmas in July type thing. But look at this one. I invented plunkets.
You did invent plunkets, a custom hat?
Yeah. So I'm gonna
yes.
Well, okay. I mean, technically, Jim Plunkett invented plunkets, didn't he? But
yeah, true.
Well, no, Steve did. I think because you were the.
He was the thumb.
The thumb photo. So yeah, you did invent
I'll take whatever credit I can for it. But yeah, I'm excited about it. It was very nice. Thank you, Matt, Aaron, Christina, the crew from Joe's Filth Corner, and Albertina for my nice Mexico City hat.
Yeah. All right. Nice. Thanks galore. Look at all those nice
gorgeous.
Things.
Absolutely gorgeous.
What else is on here? Making fake Songer a monthly. Oh yeah, a monthly segment on Patreon. So Nick, you did your Daniel Songer impression, which like people are raving. Like people are.
So we don't want to play Songer every month, but
we are. Once a month we play Songer.
Well, okay, I guess that was a Freudian slip.
Well,
I don't want to play Songer every month, but a little bit of Songer.
We're obligated to.
Yeah, we're obligated to. That was the vote. That's what the people wanted. But Daniel Songer, the internet comedian who is very polarizing, you said what would his commencement speech sound like? So
Tim asked that. Well, he said that he was probably busy with commencement speeches, and then I posed that to you, Nick. Like, what would that sound like? And then you eventually.
I put on a graduation cap and did a little Songer routine for Patreon $5 and up supporters. And I think any special occasion, like maybe 4th of July, he'll make another address about Independence Day.
I think like when the State of the Union is coming, whenever that happens, like I think Songer should do his own State of the Union. I think like cheersing, somebody like a wedding toast, Songer doing a wedding toast. I think like Melinda's, let us know what you want Songer to do, and Nick will do his best Songer impression.
Yeah, it's something to get some folks to go to the Patreon, and so I'll keep doing some Songer for that. But the big nice thing that happened this week was, we played Kirk's 40th birthday last week because we found a home movie of a guy's birthday, Kirk, May 1992. We've analyzed it.
I queued up a clip. We can just play a quick clip of Kirk's 40th birthday. This is one of our first videos for Found Footage Festival. This is in Volume 1. Our buddy Nate gave this to us. He founded a Salvation Army in Marshfield, Wisconsin. And here's just the birthday scene from Kirk's 40th birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Make a wish, yeah.
Can't make that wish again. It already.
So, who was it? No, the Melinda wanted to be anonymous, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but emailed us and said that that they found Kirk on Facebook, and they're wondering if it is Kirk. And I think that's 1,000% Kirk, right?
I think
Take
so.
a look. Take a look. I did a little side by side.
Oh yeah,
1,000%. And it seems like he would have wolves as the thing behind him too. Like that seems very Kirk to have wolves behind him, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
I think that's got to be him. I don't know how this person found Kirk, but I do think this
incredible.
is him.
I mean, I feel like they just searched for every Kirk on Facebook. Like that's the only way that you could do it. Like I don't know how
a last name. All we knew is he turned 40 in May 1992. So that's a whole month, of Kirks that could have turned 40.
And I went on to the, like Wisconsin will have those circuit court things. I remember I was like looking for Kirks, and I was just like Kirk in a certain part of Wisconsin, and just like I gave up. I have no idea how this person found Kirk. This is a great picture of Kirk here, by the way, isn't it? Looking at probably a computer screen.
It looks great.
Yeah. That's 100% Kirk. And let's see, what else do I have on here? Oh, I looked at some of his memes that he posted. He posted this one, Nick. Look at this. He's an Alf guy. It's the meme was mostly only people over 40 will get this one, maybe a few younger ones. And it's Nick, you're over 40, right? So
I was already a huge Kirk fan, but now he's my favorite man who's ever existed. So
I put in a friend request. It doesn't look like he's that active. He hasn't been on in a year. But I put in a friend request, no response back. But it's going to be one of the weirder ones. Like with McC, it was like he was in a McDonald's training video, and it was like, oh, we love doing that. But this is like, oh, we have your family's home movie, which is a little bit weirder to say. But
it could be that we're returning it to him. We could return the original tape to him, or give him the digitized version. He might want that.
I don't want to give him back the tape. I want the tape for
all right.
I mean, that's our tape.
We'll give him the YouTube or the digitized version, maybe.
You can plan Kirk's 70th birthday for next year. You can get him the cake.
Okay.
Maybe a vulva this time. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
Well, erotic cake technology has come a long way from 1992, and I think the birthday should reflect that.
Okay, so we have located Kirk. That's the big news, and
Huge.
I might be friends with him. Who knows? But he, you know what? Like from what I've seen and scrolling like through the years, he seems like a cool dude. And I think that he would have a sense of humor, and he would like enjoy that we quote him regularly. So
I think that's great, and if we do track him down, I do think that actually throwing him some sort of birthday party, whether it's in person or not, for 70 would be fun. So
Kirk's 70th birthday, can you imagine?
Oh.
May 2022.
Finally got the fucker running.
Yes.
Until he's been married. All right, stay tuned.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
All right. Yes. All right. Stay tuned for that. Let's get into some cyber videos on the internet.
I'll start because I don't like mine. This is a video that I was looking for. We're doing an event for a movie release party a couple weeks ago, and they asked if we had any bus-related footage. We had one Canadian bus safety film that I had found, and I was like, well, maybe there's another one. So I kind of went digging online, and I found one from Australia, from Queensland. They made a bus safety video. Not only that, it was a bus safety rap, which I thought everybody might want to see. You guys like raps, right?
I love rap songs. I'm a huge fan of rap songs.
Steve, I'm going to need a verbal yes.
Oh, I'm.
It's like Steve's sitting in the emergency row right now.
Yes. I love
like
rap.
raps then? Okay, good.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Buckle up.
Okay, kids, get ready to tap as we demonstrate the bus safe rap.
That's the main reason I included this, because like you always will say like rap, tap, rap a tap, tap, and stuff like that.
Do a tap rap and do a tap rap.
Yeah.
Rap, tap. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he says, let's get ready to tap.
Kids,
wow. I've never heard that before. We're get ready to tap.
Okay.
No, I haven't either.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Okay, kids, get ready to tap as we demonstrate the bus safe rap. It's the latest craze for kids like you. It won't take long and it's easy to do. So sit back and relax, because here we go with the bus safe rap.
What is coming along the road?
It's a bus, it's a school bus.
From the birthplace of rap music,
You want to
Queensland.
catch this bus, so what do you do?
Take a listen now to what I'm telling you. You check out the number and you show the sign.
Check out the number and you show the sign. Get your piles and your money ready in time. Get your piles and your money ready in time. Don't step out to the
like that
bus
kid's
stop. Don't step out to the bus stop. And then on your hop to the bus safe rap.
Is that Grandmaster Flash?
To the bus safe rap. It's a snap to the bus safe rap. 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 It's a snap to the bus safe rap.
Rap. That's how you end most raps. So
Oh, I had so many
You
taps
do the explicit
on that.
version? Or the...
yeah, there was a parental advisory on that one. So
Oh,
I
I
showed the clean one.
love the sweet sound of children rapping.
Me too. Me too. Glad I got a
It's
verbal
just like
yes
a
from
chorus of
everybody.
angels rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
Um,
Rap Rat, the VCR board game, is also from Australia. So they went through a bit of a rap craze there in the late 80s.
I guess
early
so.
90s.
Yeah, good for them.
What's everybody else got for cyber videos?
Steve,
jump in.
George, yeah.
So continuing my jock shams. This one was sent in from Ben, and it's featuring a baseball player, football player, and NASCAR. So hockey and basketball be damned. I want you guys to focus though on the writing and see if you can figure out what commercial that I think they're directly stealing from. All right.
It's the bottom of the ninth. The World Series is on the line. Winning or losing depends on me. Depends on the baseball player? No way.
Harrelson Ford. Now there's 100% dependability. Cars, trucks, vans, always the lowest prices possible.
So noisy in there.
Harrelson Ford, they just don't beat the other guys' prices. They crush them. That's awesome. Hill.
So there's a couple things there. The first is he's like, it's the bottom of the ninth. I'm on the mound. The game depends on me. And then the football player is like, depends on a baseball player. Well, it's the World Series. Like, who else would it be depending on? And then obviously it's just a straight, during the time of
Miller
less
Lite.
feeling tastes great. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. They're like, let's just straight up rip that off. Let's just do the exact same thing.
And I did like that Nick pointed out, there's just so much background noise. It doesn't even feel like it's.
You can't hear a thing. It's a cacophony. Oh man.
Guys, I have bad news. While we're doing the show, the Wikipedia page has deleted the entry for
Are you serious?
Jingle. I'm dead serious.
You just got an email saying that.
No, I just had it still open and it's not there anymore. So
That's bullshit. That's total bullshit. That was 100% fact.
I want to see the reason people now I have to go restore it, and I'm in a real war here.
Let Wikipedia ask them, say, what is the official state jingle of Rhode Island? We'd love to know. Let us know.
Yeah, exactly. If we don't put it there, then where is it going to be? It's got to be on Wikipedia.
Right.
I'm furious again. George, what do you have?
Wait, we're just going to skip over the fact that the name of the place is Harrelson Ford?
Yes.
What is it called?
Harrelson Ford. I thought that was a typo in the script. I thought this was going to be a commercial with Harrison Ford in it.
Harrison Ford's brother, Harrelson Ford.
Harrelson Ford.
His stunt
Maybe
double,
it's a Woody Harrelson, Harrison Ford
mashup. Yeah. Clone experiment.
No,
so a couple weeks ago, for the first time ever in the history of VCR Party, it was a contentious episode between Joe and Nick, and that brought to mind this clip. A 2001 episode of Fox 5's Good Day New York, where on-the-spot reporter Dick Oliver interviewed a local apartment dweller dissatisfied with frequent elevator problems. And then he spoke with the building super. Then anchor Jim Ryan stepped in, and that's when the whole thing went off the rails. See if these two remind you of anyone you know.
I'm excited to see this one.
There's nobody on overtime. There's nobody working on the weekends. There's a lot that could be done to have this done a lot sooner. And I'm here every day.
Well, she lives on the first floor, and so I mean, I don't see.
I care about my other neighbors.
Well, it's scheduled. It's a contracted job. We don't tell the elevator company when to work their people. They submit a schedule to us. They said they could do the elevator in 6 weeks. So all we're trying to hold them to is meeting their deadline. As far as doing elevator repairs 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, I don't see that as being a typical process, nor is it a typical process to be working on.
We've got to go now. I want to thank you both. Thank you. All right, it's back to you, Jim.
Ollie, don't let her go away. That's what. Does she have a response to that? Is she still there?
What's that?
Did the lady just leave?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. We should have kept that discussion.
She's back if you want her.
Yes.
She heard you.
Yes.
What'd you like to know?
I would like to know a response to what the gentleman said. The gentleman's a very effective spokesperson for the company, but obviously the people who live there are not satisfied with his explanation.
Right. So what do you want now?
Well, if I have to teach you how to be a reporter, Ollie, I'll do that later.
Oh, why don't you do that later, Jim? I think the lady expressed herself, and you're not here, you're there. Is there any question you'd like me to ask her?
No, I'll give you lessons on how to become a reporter later.
Well, I'll give you some lessons on how to be an editor, because I was your boss once.
Yeah, you were, and are no longer. How did that happen?
Well, I don't know.
Here's Annabelle DeMillo.
Hey, good morning, Jim. We are live.
Yes. Calmer than you. Calmer than you are. That's such a calmer than you are. Yes. Calmer than you are.
That is a classic cyber video. Yeah. And how did that happen?
He worked himself into a corner where that was like, I used to be your boss. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that, because he had the perfect retort to that. He was just like, yeah, I used to be. Now what are you doing? Yeah. Oh,
you're in some crappy apartment building. Like, yeah, hey, how the mighty have fallen. I don't know the side I took on that. I mean, I kind of wanted to side with the old timer, the veteran on that.
I think that's who I'm with. Yeah.
Well, it was a game of petty bickering chess. You know, it was just like, then he brought her back. He's like, okay, what do you want to say to her? Well, maybe you should do. It was just like a game of like checkmate, and then he came back, and it was just, oh man, that was a battle.
It's very reminiscent of the Siskel and Ebert bickering outtakes that we have. It's just like the little digs, and then it eventually escalates. Well, that's why we're redoing it this time, because of what you did. Like
This week in bickering hosts.
Yeah.
That's the other name for VCR Party. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Nice. That was wonderful. That was beautiful, Precious. Let's get into some IMGs.
Chicken shit.
Electronic video transmission uploaded with no intention. Harvested semi-ethically. Welcome to IMG.
All right. It's IMG time. We got some good ones this week. This first one, IMG 0209 Ross from Maine sent this in. We have several Rosses, but this particular Ross happens to be from Maine. 7 views. And Ross said, something really must be lost in translation.
เจ้าเกมเป็นคนได้สั่งว่าอะไรนะสั่งให้พี่เป็ดถอดเสื้อดาวตู้20 ทีเอาเราไปดูกันครับพี่เบิร์ดเอาเดินสองนะ
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I've followed that just fine. I don't know what could be lost in translation. I would love to know what they were discussing. I feel like it was like some sort of truth or dare game, and then he was in his underwear and he had to do an embarrass. He had to hump a wall. Because I've done that game before. I've played that game. We've all played that game. We played that game last weekend when we all got together. Yeah.
We all won.
Everybody
Cooperative
wins.
game.
Here's IMG 3642. Jamie sent this one, 72 views. Nick, you remember the special delivery video with
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was about how to have your female dog give birth to puppies. Well, this guy, Jamie called this one man showing off bitch.
Okay.
Hello, Gavin. I'm Steve Sapseed, and this is Mixie. We've been talking about her on the phone, and you asked to see a video of her. So I thought the easiest thing to do would be to pop her up on the table here and let Liz wander around with the camera so you can have a good look at her. Not a bad little bitch, quite nice.
Okay. It's just hearing the B word. You hear like a precious little doggy being called the B word. And
it's always funny. It's always funny.
And he called her the B word like 3 different times. He called her mom a B word once. I didn't edit together those. I thought just that one B word would suffice. But anyway, don't you think it's time to change the name of a female dog from
yeah,
B?
The word meant that at one point. I know that's the origin of it, but then it's changed since then, you know?
But he was talking about her dad and kept referring to the dad as a dog. Just like, why can't they just be a
Not
female
a bastard?
dog? No, just a dog.
Is that how it works? I don't know.
A motherfucker. Yeah. Why can't it just be a female dog? I don't know. I guess it's old timey and they like to do that. Anyway, all right, last one. This is an all-star. Jamie also sent this one. This one's going to be at the end of the year best of. Let's see, IMG 3643, 7 views, baby massage. And this is one of those incongruous soundtracks that go with the video.
Okay.
And so, all right.
A Billy Joel song. Wow. Maybe seemed to be enjoying it, but it seemed a little too hard.
It seemed
like I would
way
wince
too
at a
hard.
massage that hard. Yeah.
Exactly, but the baby was cool with it, and the video was also 2 minutes long, and that song was 2 minutes long. Like I just took the ending of it where it just finished up, but like, and the baby had the same expression throughout the entire thing. It's worth watching the full 2 minutes. Maybe I'll do that as my ravioli next week.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to go into the Billy Joel part. It kind of sounded like a Clockwork Orange-y sort of Wendy Carlos.
Yeah,
Yes.
set up. Yeah.
All
But yeah,
right.
then it went into the piano ballad. Yeah.
Yep. Those
right.
are our separate videos. Hey, just a real quick that it done. We don't need the graphic for it or anything. This is the one exception where we don't need the graphic for it.
Contradicting yourself a lot tonight.
Well, it happens. Lisa, calmer than you. Lisa she emailed and she said she has 300 to 400 VHS tapes that her dad taped off of TV in the 80s and 90s. And I think it's like the Tennessee area. Lots of commercials, she said, from like the golden age, 80s and 90s. She doesn't want to throw them away. She lives in Memphis currently. She has all of them. But she's willing to travel if she doesn't have to go too far away. Or if you want to make a road trip to pick up 300 to 400 VHS tapes, that'd be a cool road trip. But anyway, they're sitting there. She asked if we wanted them. We don't have the space for them. We don't have the bandwidth to go through all of them. But I know a lot of people collect these, and maybe the Josh from Huntsville, maybe he's nearby. Probably
Huntsville Rewind.
Yeah, maybe he would want them. But if anybody wants them, reach out to us. And we'll put you in touch with Lisa. 300 to 400 VHS tapes that are dead, taped off of TV in the 80s and 90s.
The commercials,
yeah, it's a good haul. Yeah,
worth watching.
Yeah.
Well, I want to announce that this Saturday for Saturday Morning Cartoons, we're watching the Problem Child animated series. That's right, based on the 1990 movie Problem Child. There's a cartoon.
One season wonder.
Yeah, 13 episodes. We're watching this with KJ, who is another redhead, so she'll have a lot to say about that from Night Flight. And then we're gonna take some weeks off. We're gonna take a little summer break from Saturday Morning Cartoons.
We got to recharge the batteries. Otherwise, it's gonna get stale real quick. Yeah.
There were never new cartoons on in the summers anyway. You had to wait till September. So
that's true. Yeah.
But we'll be back before too long with more Saturday morning cartoons. And what else are we doing?
Well, I've been teasing this for a long time, and I don't know if anybody actually cares. It might have been one of those things that people instantly forgot after I said I would do it, but I do want to raffle off 6 of my armpit wisps. I don't have a lot of armpit hair, but I do have wisps. And I was willing, because we have that hopper that's just sitting here with all those names from like 2 years ago. Let's send them some wisps.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, sure.
Might as well, right? I mean, like, I'm willing to give them up. I was thinking like 3 wisps from each side, and we would put in a little baggie for them, and we just mail it to them. I think it could be like a fun raffle kind of a thing. So maybe I'll do that next week. Maybe I'll do it the week after. Maybe I'll forget about it tomorrow. Who knows?
Okay. Well, stay tuned, everybody. We'll find out. Remember, go to Wikipedia and add back in our state jingle. I think it's going to be a battle. We're going to have the Melindas and us are going to have to fight together. So please do that, because it is still gone, and I'll add it back, but we have to get it to stay. If anybody knows how to do that, let us know.
And then when do we find out the answer to George's Pennsylvania? We'll find that out next Tuesday?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So the poll will be up tonight. You go there and vote, and then by next week's show, we will have an answer for you. We'll reveal that. And for EP mode, we've been teasing this for a while. We're going to watch the classic, the video that has divided Found Footage Festival fans for a long time, Dancing with Frank Pachowski.
Has it divided? I thought everybody liked it.
The responses to our EP mode with dinner dancing.
Well, dinner dancing's different than
yeah.
regular dancing.
But it was more just like, I think people felt bad for the older people. They thought it might be elder abuse.
Right.
We can talk more about that, because the people were willing participants in this, project.
Well, they might have gotten duped.
Well, we don't know.
I don't know if they got the full story going into it. But you also said that you wouldn't like it if your grandma was in that group. So.
But we have to watch it. It's controversial, but we got to watch the original Dancing with Frank Pachowski. It's a man wearing nothing but a Speedo and a cat mask dancing in front of elderly people for a half hour on public access TV. So
yeah,
don't go anywhere. That's going to be this Thursday for $10 and up patrons.
Yep. All right. So look, I want to end with this. So this is a video. So this band reached out, Purple Corporation. They're from Chicago. They all go to Northwestern. And they're Melindas, and they were like, hey, would you be willing to make a summertime fun music video using all summertime fun clips for our music video? And I was like, sure. So I went up and I grabbed some Wisconsin Dells videos, some Branson videos, a bunch of stuff, and I just mixed them all into a pie, imported all of them, and then I handed them off to Greg, our buddy Greg, who edits for Found Footage, and he went to town, and this is the music video. I'm going to show you a short part from it, but then the full version is up on our YouTube page. It's for a song called Fish Out of Water, Purple Corporation.
Cool, yeah, I like the song. I like the video. So
it's a hot hit, and it's a great video. So if we had been prepared, here's the thing. We could have done better.
We'll be right back right after that.
Check out the Dead Past in Warwick Mall. And remember, if you want to get the background please email me at steve@foundfootagefest.com. Everybody's a puppet when they're dead.
Hollywood handsome, Dodge City tough. If you throw it my way, it's gonna get rough.
Check, please.
And I feel like a fish out of water. And I feel like a fish out of water. And I feel like a fish out of water. And I feel like a fish out of water. I don't want to leave this place underneath. This grain of sand.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
Mine not there for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Cheerio.
Tinkerbell!
We'll be right back right after that.
And Kirk Polstead, the real great guy.
Nice, nice.